Good morning everyone. My name is Anshika Tyagi and I am from Artificial Intelligence and Data Science branch. Currently I am in my 7th semester and today I am going to present you my project and my project name is Diet Planner, Personalized Diet Planner. So for this I have used Python and in Python I have used random forest ML algorithm for analyzing my code, and for the front end part I have used Streamline. So in my personalized diet planner, the main aim of this project is that it gives you a personalized view according to your perspective, according to your weight, your age, your gender, and it will recommend you different kinds of meal that you can afford and that you can make on your daily basis. And so for that I have used mainly I have developed this model, and for that reason only one small change that I have done in my project is I have not used Kaggle dataset. I have made my own personalized dataset, and later on I can also develop this dataset based on the recommendations of different doctors, because day by day the environment is changing, the health of the people is changing. So the dataset which are there, they're still optimized data set but not according to my project. So for that the libraries that I have installed in my project is pandas for data manipulations, numpy for doing all the calculation, and scikit-learn for all the ml models that I am going to use, algorithm that I am going to use, and joblib for loading my models that I am going to create in this. So first I have installed all of this using web, and then I am using pandas as the allies as ped, the import numpy as NP, and for training the dataset and testing the dataset I have used train test split. I have used a random forest classifier which I will explain you later in the code how I am going to use it. And for label encoder for converting all the text into the numerical data, because ML always analyze the numerical data. Then I have used accuracy score for calculating the accuracy score of actual how my model works, and the predictions what it has done, and joblib for loading the data, loading the model of that I am going to create. So this is my data. The name I have taken 30 meals. So I have taken 30 meals which I have and categorized into the breakfast part, into the lunch part, and into the dinner part. And I have used a dictionary model for this. And according to those meals, I have gone to Google and searched for the calories, specific calories that each meal provide. And it can vary also depending on the amount we are consuming. And then the proteins which are there in a gram, and the carbs, the fats that it provides, and the diet type. Mainly I have provided two diet types, that is vegetarian and non-vegetarian, and the preparation time and cooking time, and both the timings are in minutes. Then I have used data frame which will divide my data into column and rows form, and then I have converted into CSV, so later on that we can use it for analyzing. That we will use it in Streamline. And for training my data, I have created 2000 synthetic users using random functions, and I have given the user dataset what dataset I am going to use. First is age, I am going to use height, that randomly, and weight, gender, male and female, diet type, vegetarian and non-vegetarian, and I have given it a probability distribution of 60% and 40%. Same for the activity level, that is low, moderate or high, and that is also distributed according to 30%, 50% and 20%. And the goal, what you want to do, like you want to lose weight, you want to maintain your weight, you want to gain muscle. So according to that, 40%, 30% and 30% I have given the distribution. And again the data frame I have used. Then I have used the function as a calculate calorie needs, and here I have used Harris benefit calculation of calories for specific for male and female, and later on this is the formula which you can verify later on, and activity multiplier which is like low level 1.2, moderate 1.5, high 1.9, and that. And I have calculated the TD. The full form of TEE is total daily energy expenditure, and that is calculated by BMR into activity multiplier. And then I have set the goal. If you want to, like, it will calculate the actual expenditure of calories, so what you want to have according to the weight or age or height, whatever you give. Later on, if your goal is to weight loss, it will cut down 500 calories from your actual TD calculation, and if you want to gain muscles, it will add on the 500 calories. And I have given it a max range from 1500 to 3500, even if in some case if the calorie or TD count goes less than 1500, because it is assumed that you should not take calories less than 1500. So it will maintain that range between 1500 to 3500. So it's a moderate range. Then I am using the filter based suitable food. Here I am classifying which food should be opted for the breakfast, which food should be opted for the lunch, for the dinner, according to the calories which you have calculated before. And then here I am calculating converting the text whatever you are giving into the numerical data types, like male and females are there. So male would be converted into 0, females would be converted into 1, and then I'm going to give the data set to my ML model so that it can train based on that. Here I'm splitting the training data set of breakfast, lunch, dinner, and the calories count which I'm providing into 80% and 80% for training, 20% for the testing purpose. Here mainly I have used random forest. So random forest is a ML model, and it's a kind of collection of decision tree. Decision trees are like if you have a large amount of data set, so when you divide the data set, you have specific data set. So each decision tree is trained on a specific subset of that data and whatever you have given. And the random forest is an aggregation of all those decision trees output. So here like we know, I am calculating two main things. First is the mean, and second is the calories. So calories is usually in the integer form. So here I am going to use regression, because regression's output is always an integer, a continuous value. Classification is providing that categorical outputs. For that, and for mean prediction, I am using classifications. So here I have trained my model for that, and I am giving random state as 42 for reproducible random states. And then later on, same I am using those for training my data set and predicting actual accuracy and how much accurate is my model which I have trained. So for breakfast accuracy I have 46%, lunch accuracy is 19.5%, dinner accuracy is 31.25%, calories is 54.919% calories. So later on, when I have developed my model, I am by using JobLab, I am loading my all the data models like breakfast model, lunch model, dinner model. There are four ML models and one encoding model for converting it to text to numerical. And later on, the CSV file which we have created. So when I have created all the models and loaded, here is my streamlined code. So here I am going to use all those models to display the things in the form of a user interface, so that the user who is actually using the web gets a good experience for that. So here I have imported Streamlight and Pandas and JobLab, same for that reason, and NumPy for numerical calculation. and I'm setting my page configuration into like a page title, icon and layout, and later on I'm loading my data set like the breakfast model and the lunch model, all those calories model into my stream, right? And after loading, and I'm also providing here and error message. If in some cases if the file is not found, it will display you an error that the model file is not found, and it will stop the execution at that moment itself. So that's why we are using a stop here. And then this for I'm using the title as a healthy title and a small line that will be displayed on the web. And as you can see, I have used two columns here. I have divided my web page into two columns, and for displaying here. So this is my first column, this is my second column. Okay, so in the first column I have provided the name, the age, the height, the weight, and I have given it as a slider form, and in column 2 I have given it as a select box form. Then I have given it as a button. The moment you press the button, all the data, user data is going to be collected and it would be provided to the trained model that you have created. Based on the trained model, it will provide you the actual like specific lunch, breakfast and dinner items that you should have based on the TD that it has calculated in the model. So this is the whole code, and after that it will also provide you the maximum calories that you are going to have, and a BMI index, and in the like the footer part of the website, it will provide you some additional information like how much glass of water you have to drink, and the 30 minutes physical exercise daily you have to do. So this is my whole code. Now I will show you a little demo of my project. So here I have put in my friend's name only, Vamshi, female and age 21, and diet preference is vegetarian, and height I can give it to 160. Activity I given it as a moderate, or you can give it as low or high according to your preference, and weight is 55, and here the goal that I am going to select is muscle gain. So when I click on the generate diet plan, it will give you some animations, and then it will provide you the preferred meals that you should have from breakfast, lunch and dinner, and it will also provide you the calories of what it gives you, and protein and the carbs and the fat. Along with that, it will provide you the health matrix that would be the daily calorie needs you would have, the BMI index, and the weight category, which weight category you have, like normal or like you are obese, that, and later on the specific recommendations. So this was my whole project, and thank you.